So, I watched Rings of Power episode 5 today, and I'm totally fascinated by how Sauron decepted everyone. Look, I'll try to keep the show separate from the movies because I want to see if it is enjoyable, even if it does not do all the things very great. And frankly, I am pleasantly surprised by how season 2 is going so far, and I am seeing good potential in future episodes. Yes, I know audience consensus is overall bad for Rings of Power story, and well, there are a lot of aspects which are below average, considering Amazon is putting so much resource into it. Also, I am a big fan of Lord of the Rings movies, but I have not read Lord of the Ring books. I really want to, but well, I never got to it. I would really like to make my thought videos on the books, so do let me know if you like this format. I will make more videos. Coming back to the topic, season 2 has changed my mind about the story, especially Sauron's storyline. The season handled it very well. The guy came to the power after Morgoth and tried to take over the orcs, but well, you cannot take the loyalty of any race without showing your worth, whether it is by fear or by love. And so him getting murdered by all the orcs made complete sense to me. The only thing that troubled me was how so powerful, all omniscient guy did not realize that he will get murdered by his own people. I guess not his own people, his army. The only reason that I can think of is he was too sure that after Morgoth the orcs will bow under him, because he was obviously the second most powerful person there. And I guess that made him not even question his own doubts. You can say, in a very twisted way, he was kind of naive and did not realize that someone, Adar, can win over orcs' loyalty by love. I don't really know if his death scene was in line with books or not, but it was very cool, literally. When I saw the later episodes, I first thought he for sure learned through his mistakes quite quickly. The dude literally changed to Halbrand and instantly started his master plan. He manipulated everyone so greatly. People started to listen to him left and right. Even Galadriel and everyone just started doing his bidding. He literally died so cluelessly and now was able to manipulate everyone. But after thinking a bit, it kind of made sense to me. I think even in his Kui form, Sauron had full awareness and he was making all the plans, not just one plan, from plan A till plan Z, all the while waiting for an opportunity to get back a body to start his master plan. Following the season 2, I'll not talk much about season 1 and the 3 elven rings that were made. Maybe we'll talk about it in a later video. But I really enjoyed his storyline in season 2. In my opinion, Amazon basically said, okay, so we have somewhat fixed Sauron's backstory in season 2, and for that we have kind of hinted that he is omniscient. So let's just assume that he is and move on forward with considering that. The dude literally knew about the messengers that came from Gil-galad and killed them. He knew about Khazad-dûm facing a certain Balrog related problem, and so many more things. We cannot talk about his manipulation without talking about poor Celebrimbor. Now I think his future is definitely in shadows. I don't know what will happen in future because obviously I have not read the books, but it doesn't look good for him. The dude got paid so badly just because of his name as greatest elvish craftsman. He made the elvish rings, which I think are not corrupted by Sauron because he did not even touch Mithril by then. Sauron manipulated him so easily by emerging as Anatar, the Lord of Gifts, because of course, who else will such a divine source reach out to? In Calibrimbor's eyes, he was the obvious choice, the greatest elvish craftsman. He had so much passion for his work and definitely some pride in it, which made him very easily blind towards the manipulation by Sauron. He completely ignored any red flags that were there by Sauron's end, and he just did what what Sauron wanted. He tried to show some resistance after creating the dwarven rings. For a minute, I thought, okay, he has some spine. He is trying to force his way now. He is showing some resistance towards Anatar. But then he did not say anything to Anatar when Anatar, as in Sauron, tried to create the rings for humans. And to be honest, that one ring that Anatar made, the invisibility one, I get it, Amazon, you're trying to wink at every point on Lord of the Ring movies, but do we really need so many hints? I understand that we have invisibility magic in the one ring shown in the movies, but I think there are too many eye wings in the show, which we don't really need. After Celebrimbor talked to Durin, I was actually worried that Amazon will not be able to pull off Anatar's manipulating him to make human rings in a believable way, because Celebrimbor should be intelligent enough to understand that there might be some external force that is causing the corruption. So I was very worried they will not be able to show it in a good way in the show. But well, I was surprised. He made it all Celebrimbor's fault, putting him into the position of either stopping right here by telling Gil-galad about what he has done, ruining his own reputation forever, or try to fix it by making the rings for humans. His last scene was very impactful, crying alone in a corner away from his apprentices. It showed every emotion in him. He knew he has done something wrong. He knew there is a huge chance of what he is about to do could be even worse. But well, he has to take the chance to save himself, to save his reputation. I'm really intrigued to know more about how the show will handle the powers of all the rings and how it will affect Sauron in the show. Rings made for elves have no influence from Sauron. Rings made for dwarves are greatly influenced by Sauron, as we have already seen in the show. I think the rings for human will put the whole Middle Earth into greater chaos. This show has been amazing so far. I think it is on the right track and I'm really enjoying it. If you are also enjoying it, do let me know your favorite moment from the season and what are your predictions on how the show will connect the dots on major events that need to happen in the story.